Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I'm making this video on May 10th. Today is the Roadshow pre-order. So the Roadshow are three vendors, which I love that they work together and support each other. It is Knowles Farm Scents, Lavender Speckles, and Second Spruce. And today at 2 o'clock my time, I'm in the Pacific time zone. I'm going to start with Knowles Farm Scents and then move on to the next. The reason I'm doing this video, and I'm not sure if I'm going to show it, I always cut my own thoughts off, but the reason I'm doing this video is because I always, when I get a haul and start watching other videos, I'm like, why didn't I get that? I don't remember seeing that on the list. Or why did I pick this over something else? So this is for me, like my thought process, and I thought it might be fun for you to follow along. So I'm either going to put this up more like within the May timeframe, or I may post this video vlog, whatever. It's going to become closer to when, the haul starts coming in, because it's a pre-order. I think it's a 6 to 8 week turnaround time. So this may come in end of June, early July, not sure. So we'll see. So I'm going to start with, so one, if that sounds interesting, stick around. And two, I'm going to start with Knowles Farm Scents. Okay, so I'm at my computer here. Now the Roadshow list, I've already made my list, but I'm going to go through the list again and tell you what I'm thinking, skipping or picking. So the first one here I see is key lime gelato. I'm all about key lime. I love key lime, but I've ordered quite a bit of key lime lately. So I think I'm going to skip this one, even though it's new. It's key lime, buttercream, and vanilla ice cream. I just got a key lime, I think, from the Pharmacist's Daughter and Salt Mountain Melts and Teddy Bees. So I think I can skip it. And Second Spruce. I got some key lime from Second Spruce, the last pre-order. So I'm going to skip. Next one is I Heart Carbs. It's sugar cookie dough bread, baked bread, and vanilla custard. Fantastic. Sounds fantastic. I do love bakery, but I have a lot of bakery, and I'm kind of in a mood to trying something, that might be something more than just bakery. So because this is like full bakery, I'm going to skip this one. Sweet Treats on a Midway. This is County Fair and Strawberry Pound Cake. I also have a lot of Knowles Farm Scents pound cake. I think I will buy one, but there's a few in here, so I think I'm going to choose a different one. I love his strawberry pound cake. Absolutely love it. But I don't, so I think I'm going to skip this one for that reason. And I got to double check that is matching what I put on my list. Yes. Okay. And I don't know what's in County Fair. I think that's the other thing. If there's like Summer Scoop, I found that I don't think I love Summer Scoop, at least the ones I've smelled. So, and yeah, so I'm skipping it. Hope it's not a mistake. And I think I didn't add, did I add this? I should not be buying any of these vendors because the drawers are full, with the exception of Lavender Speckles. I made a dent in April for Lavender Speckles. The box I had on the floor, I was able to put in the drawer, and then there's a little room in the drawer. There is a zero room in my Knowles Farm Scents room. Zero. So I really should not be shopping this. So I'm also going to try to keep it small. So that's the other thing that I'm thinking, like keep it small, because where are you going to put it? Second Spruce is the same way. That last pre-order filled up the drawer. I don't think I can shove one more cake bite or anything in there. And so that's why I'm being really picky about this list, because I only want to get like 5. If I can keep it to 5, no more than 6, that's my goal. Okay, next is Strawberry Shake Up, Strawberry Patch and Lemonade. Now I have smelled the Strawberry Patch. It's not and I'm very picky with strawberry. I'm super picky with strawberry. It's not the same strawberry as like in his strawberry pound cake, and it's more of the fresh garden strawberry scents that I'm getting more used to, but it's not like my favorite strawberry. So for that reason, I'm not gonna get strawberry shake up, but I do know like April and some others love strawberry. So maybe, I don't know. I have to ask her. I have to look at her list and see what she's gotten. Haven't compared lists yet. And it's probably a good idea not to, because then I get enticed. Okay, cookies on the boardwalk. This is boardwalk, marshmallow clouds, and sugar cookie royal. I know that I want to say Courtney from Courtney's Scent Scene loves or requested the scent. So I may put it in there. Kind of depends on what I have on the list. I do have a full loaf of something right now from Knowles Farm Scents with boardwalk marshmallow clouds. So I think I might pass, but this might be a regret. Okay, cheat day, strawberry pound cake, sugar cookie royal, and birthday cake. I may have gotten this before. I think I have this. I should also be looking. This is a good thing for me to be doing. I should be looking at what I already have. But why does this sound familiar? I think I might have it. Maybe not. I don't. But I have a lot of strawberry pound cake, and this is full bakery, so I think I'm skipping. Dapper Dan, this is, not Dapper Dan, Dapper Man, this is a new one. It is warm cognac, mulled spice, amber, barreled aged oak, and vanilla orchid. There's a lot of things about this that I don't know, but I really do trust Travis and his blends, and I'm very, very intrigued by this one. So I added this to my list, and this is a new scent. There's just something about the cognac and the barrel-aged oak that is enticing me. Next is Dreamland, Cashmere Cream, Velvet Sugar, Coconut Milk, and Lavender. This is also a new scent. I think I had it on my list for a second, but then I've decided not to, because there's some other lavender scents, or there's another lavender scent that I have on my list from this pre-order, and I have a lot of lavender, like a lot of lavender. So I can't get all the lavender, but the coconut milk and lavender, this might be one that I'll watch the hauls, regret it, and then ask him to bring this back in the future. So again, a lot of these, and this is what I love about these small vendors, is they really listen to their customers. And I've seen people ask, and Travis will say, yeah, I'll add it to the fall list or another time. And so if it's awesome, I'll hear about it, and I'll maybe next year. Okay, Evening Escape. This is Cashmere Sugar, Blackberry, and Beach Evenings. It's a new blend. I love his Beach Evenings. It works so well for me. It lasts for days. But I took it off my list this morning because I added something else. And I have right now a full bag of Blackberry and Beach Evenings. So this is that plus Cashmere Sugar. So I think I have things very similar, even though the cashmere, I'm sure, is beautiful. So I'm skipping. Frosted Lavender Bash. This is birthday cake, lavender, pink sugar, and candy cane. I put it on my list. There was and I love the pictures. If you are not in Knowles Farm Scents Facebook group, you should. The pictures, I think he makes them with using AI. When I saw this picture, I'm like, that sold me on it. And I love lavender. And I think the lavender with the candy cane is a really interesting. So this one is just, again, super interesting to me. I'm going to try it. Then we have lemon birthday cake. It's lemon chiffon and birthday cake. I love lemon bakery. I really do. But I also have I've been accumulating a number of lemon birthday cake. And I think I'm getting a lemon something from Second Spruce. So again, when I was looking at all three, because they're all happening today, it's like, okay, what can I get from who, and try to keep it small. Pharaoh, jasmine, tonka bean, patchouli, sandalwood, leather, amber, and musk. He offered this last fall. I want to say it might have been August or September. And I didn't pick it up because back then patchouli scared the heck out of me. So did leather. But I did hear from people that, I kind of trust that this was a great scent, and I'm venturing out a little bit more. So I want to try it because I missed it last year and I feel like a lot of people said this was a good one. So I'm going to give this one a try. Again, going for something different. And then Potter's Brew, I do have a sample of this. I have not warmed it yet. It smells very good, very sweet, very dense. So I think I'm just going to skip it this time. But after I warm that one, the sample, I think this could be one that might even come back in the fall, just because of those scent notes. Saturday Mornings, Marshmallow Cereal Bar, Marshmallow Fluff, Fruity Loops, Fruity Pebbles. It sounds super good because I do love cereal scents, but I have a number of them and I don't reach for them often, but I think I'm good. Seaside Sugar Festival, Strawberry Pound Cake, Sugar Cookie Royal, Toasted Marshmallow, and Salty Sea Air. This was not on my list a couple days ago. I added it today, and I think that's when I took out the Blackberry Beach Evenings and Cashmere Cream. I kind of substituted it for this one. I do, again, have a lot of his Strawberry Pound Cake, and I love it, but I'm going to give this one a try because I'm starting to like Salty Sea Air a little bit more and more. So we'll see. Summer Scoop. This is fruit, banana, peach, vanilla, caramelized sugar, and spun sugar. I haven't tried his Summer Scoop, but I'm going to pass for now. Summer Nights, Coconut Milk Lavender, Beach Evenings, and Roasted Pine Cone. This is another reason I substituted the other, what was it? Evening Escape. I'm going for Summer Nights instead because of the coconut milk and lavender and the beach evening. So that combination to me just sounds fantastic, plus roasted pine cone. I love roasted pine cone. So the coconut milk lavender sold me, even though I have a lot of lavender, but it was kind of between the lavenders and was it Dreamland, which was coconut milk and lavender. I decided for this one because of the beach evenings and the roasted pine cones. This is a new scent. So Summer Nights it is. Then we have Three's Company, Strawberry Pound Cake, Strawberry Patch, Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I don't like cupcakes at Tiffany's, so that was kind of a skip for me. Treats by the Fireplace, Sugar Cookie Royal, Sweet Bakery Dough, Zucchini Bread, and By the Fireplace. If you haven't tried this one, I know by the time this video goes up, it's already passed, but you should in the future. It's fantastic. I have a loaf of this. I'm still working through that loaf, so for that reason, I'm skipping. Twilight Temptations, Blood Orange, Peach, Cardamom, Rum, Cognac, Patchouli, Tonka Bean, and Sandalwood. This one also sounds good because I love cardamom and rum and all those things, but I think I did not pick it because I'm doing Dapper Man, which has some cognac and there's another scent with patchouli, which I haven't tried as patchouli, Faro. So because I'm getting Faro in the other one, I'm going to kind of pause on this one and see what others say and maybe get this in the future. And then Wildberry Bake Shop. This is Wildberry Mousse, Sugar Cookie Royal, and Zucchini Bread. It sounds good, but Wildberry Mousse isn't like a favorite of mine. So for that reason, I'm going to skip. And then he added, and I don't know if this is his final list, but then I know he added in the past day or so, the Beach Nights. So a Beach Nights blend, which is, he calls it Beach Evenings, was the winner on the poll when they were on our live together. So he's come up with a scent called Beach Evening, or Coastal Embers is the name of the scent. Beach Evenings with warm, inviting essence of By the Fireplace. I love By the Fireplace. It's in his Treats by the Fire, which is fantastic. And again, Beach Evenings, I just couldn't pass it up, even though I'm like borderline, like have too much beach nights, beach evenings kind of scent. So that's the one I ended up picking. So kind of closing the loop on Knowles, it's Dapper Man, Evening Escape, Frosted Lavender Bash, Summer Nights, Faro, Seaside Sugar Festival, and Coastal Embers. So that is 7. It's probably 2 more than I need, but I better warm some Knowles Farm Scents in end of May and June. So let me show you what is in the drawer and how full that drawer is. And maybe I'll change my mind about one of these. So let's go see what I've got. Okay, this is the Knowles Farm Scents drawer. So you can see here, it's kind of a mess, but this is the drawer, and it is full. I'm afraid to pull it out some more because it is completely full. And yeah, so, and on top of this, having this full drawer, I have Knowles Farm Scents in a box as well. So this is beyond necessary. And I need to warm some, and because I don't like having boxes of wax on the floor too. So I have too much Knowles Farm Scents right now. All right, let's move on to Lavender and Speckles. Hopefully this is interesting. This is just impromptu. I'm like, you know what? I have a little time this morning, so I'm going to do it. So Lavender and Speckles. Let's see. I should have probably looked at the scent list before. Okay. All right, she has it on her website. Okay, I'm going to just skip the samplers, even though I know. But I just, again, I have so much Lavender and Speckles and the drawer is full that I'm not going to do any of the samplers. So I'm kind of not even looking. I'm just going to say no, even though the roasted pine cone sampler and the lavender sampler sounds great. All right, her list. Okay, College Sweethearts. It's strawberry pound cake, fresh mountain air, and a hint of leather. I didn't put this on the list, and partly because I'm getting some strawberry pound cake from Travis. There's a scent in there with leather as well, and there's other scents that if I'm saying you can only have like 5 or 6, that's it. What are you going to pick? So there's some tough decisions here. Sweet Home Alabama, roasted pine cones and French bourbon. Originally, I don't think I had it on my list, but I added it to my list. So I have 6 scents that I want to get from Lavender and Speckles, and Sweet Home Alabama is one of them. Just her roasted pine cones. I mean, need I say more? And the French bourbon sounded good. So Bless Your Heart, toasted macadamia and caramel. This is like Brazilian Crush 71, beach marshmallow, and white cake. So I have a similar scent actually from Knowles Farm Scents that I got from his last pre-order with that Brazilian Crush 71. So I'm going to skip. Cookie Cat is Palo Frosted Sugar Cookies, Marshmallow Donut Shop. I have a bit of donut shop, so I've just decided to skip. Also, Beth from Lavender and Speckles has a longer list, so I'm trying to be good. Winter Berries, Roasted Pine Cones, Sweet Blackberries, Icy Vanilla Woods. I love her Icy Vanilla Woods. This is a blend that Summer Michelle came up with, and she's so good, and we have very similar tastes in wax. The blackberries, the Icy Vanilla Woods. I love Lavender and Speckles Icy Vanilla Woods. So this was like a no-brainer. I think this was the first one I put on my list. Then she had Sugared Violet Beach Marshmallows. This is a newer one that kind of came this week. It was a special surprise blend from the live poll. It's vanilla orchids, sugared violets, sheet sandalwood, and beach marshmallows. I think, this was the beach night blend. Sounds great. I don't always love violets, so I decided to skip. I have a lot of coffee scents, so I skipped Afternoon Jolt. It's strong, freshly brewed coffee and French toast topped with lots of honey butter. That sounds delicious, so good, but I do have a lot of coffee scents, so I'm going to avoid coffee on this pre-order, regardless of the vendor. Angry Sea, I have smelled this. It is a great scent. It is a strong scent. It's black amber, lavender, plum, sweet florals, ozone with notes of vanilla and amber. It's a fantastic blend, but I wanted some other things instead. So Beach Bunny is Boom Boom blended with sweet strawberries, lemon zest, fluffy pound cake, vanilla. I have some Boom Boom stuff. I think I might have Beach Bunny. So I just felt like I can skip it. Beach Marshmallow Cookies is a lot of bakery and beach nights. I already picked up some beach nights from Knowles, so I said no. Blackberry Cedar Beach. This sounds amazing as well. Blackberries with Boom Boom. I've had her blackberries with Boom Boom and I liked it. Okay. I don't know that I loved it. It's not sticking out to me. So for that reason, I'm skipping. Blackberry Jam Cookie Cornbread. I do have a number of Blackberry Jam Cookie blends, so I'm skipping that one. Brown sugar pecans and cream cheese cinnamon buns. Cinnamon buns, brown sugar pecan, and cream cheese frosting. Cream cheese frosting is fantastic, but I skipped. Again, just trying to stay away from like full bakery. So that's a no for cake, cake, cake. I'm not going to read all the scent notes unless there's a reason that maybe it's not that obvious what's in there. So cake, 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 because it's just full bakery. Cake and pine cones, strawberry pound cake, vanilla buttercream and pine cones. I have a lot of her pine cones and bakery scents as well from Lavender and Speckles, even the like pine cones and tons of vanilla. For those reasons, Calm Nights is really pretty. I've had it. I liked it. It was good, but it didn't stick out for me. Cashmere and Driftwood. This is cashmere, sugar, and beech wood. Yeah, I didn't. What did I pick? I picked something probably from the bottom of the list. Cashmere and Driftwood sounds great. So I would put this on my list, but I think I chose to put Coastal Pine Cones on there instead, which is roasted pine cones with hints of lemon, marine air, and sea greens. Summer Michelle talked this up a lot. Like you have to have Coastal Pine Cones. So for that reason, I'm going with this one. Cocoa Butter Clean, it sounds great. I mean, there's so many good ones. But again, I'm trying to keep it to like 5 or 6. And I think this list is probably like, 25. Copper Tone and Cotton. I've gotten a number of suntan lotion scents lately, so I'm skipping. Cotton Candy and Watermelon. I just don't care for watermelon, so I'm skipping. Cotton Candy Beach Marshmallow. It's a new recipe, but not one that I put on here. Donut Shop and Palo Santo. I have fantastic scent. Dreamy Pine Cones sounds amazing, but because I was told that Coastal Pine Cones was the bomb, I'm going with that one. Easter Basket Grass. I have a scent from Lavender and Speckles that has fresh cut grass in it. I haven't warmed it yet, so because I have something similar from that same vendor, I'm going to pass. Forest Fire sounds amazing, but I do have a number of smoky scents as well, so I'm going to pass. Fresh Berries and Baked Bread, a lot of bakery, sounds fantastic, but I'm going to pass. Honey Spiced Pine Cones. This one I did put on my list. It's sweet honey pears with a touch of spice blended with roasted pine cones. I just don't get honey pear very often. It's mostly kind of the strawberries or the blackberries or something. And so for that reason, I think I considered it, but I didn't. Honeysuckle and tea. I'm okay with tea. Like tea is pretty sometimes, but I'm going to skip. Key lime sugar cookies and strawberry pound cake. I've said that I've got a number of key lime and strawberry pound cake. Lavender pine cones I skipped because I just have a ton of lavender and I just planning on ordering some from Knowles. Lavender silk sounds really interesting. Gosh, man, Beth, you make the longest lists. This makes it so hard because lavender silk sounds amazing. So maybe for this not to make this too long and maybe boring, I'm just gonna go faster. Lemon marshmallow meringue. Again, I have a lot of lemon bakery. Lilac Woods and Sweet Cake. I have Lilac Woods. So this is similar, and I also have Lilac Cake from Salt Mountain Melt. So that was a no. Lovely Tangerine. I just got a scent from Teddy Bees. It had it was clementines, but a lot of that citrus kind of stuff. So I'm saying no. Masala Chai and Cinnamon Pine Cones. I have a number of Masala Chai blends that I have not melted yet. Mom's Blend was a no because of the cupcakes at Tiffany's. Oh, Christmas Tree I have. Palo and tons of vanilla. I have a large bag of that. I'm still working my way through it. It's fantastic. If I was out, I would definitely have grabbed a tub or a loaf of this. Palo Peppermint Pine Cones. Sounds fantastic, but I'm going to pass. Pie Crust. I think I've had this. Just don't need it right now. Pine Cones and Beach Marshmallow. Yeah, I love her pine cones, but most of the blends I have from Beth are pine cones. I'm going to skip down to one that you'd think I'd get. It's pistachio pretzel funnel cake. It's pistachio pudding, which is cherry leaning, salty pretzel, and cinnamon sugared funnel cake. I do have a lot of pistachio and cherry leaning pistachio so for that reason, I'm passing. Okay, I'm going to go to raspberry jam. I have a lot of raspberry scents right now. Roasted pine cones, fantastic, but I'd get it with something else. Salty butterscotch pine cones. I'm very picky with butterscotch. A lot of times butterscotch is just really dense and too sweet for me, so I'm going to pass. Here's where we stop. Sophisticated. It's a new blend. Cognac, cinnamon, hazelnut, vanilla, praline, oak woods, which is angel share type. I'm super curious. I had to try it, even though, this is like an angel share type, which I just got from Teddy B's and I loved. I think that one was called Warlord. And even though there's some oak and cognac in a scent from Knowles, it's just not something I have a lot of. Like I have a lot of the other stuff, right? So I figured I'd try one of each. Speckles birthday cake is fantastic. Strawberry cake, fantastic. Strawberry musk. This is one I've heard about for like a year and I've just never got it. So it was one of those, if I see it on the list, I have to get it. So strawberry musk I'm going to get, plus I love her iced vanilla woods. And then there's strawberry musk and pine cones. So I might swap. I might get this one instead of just strawberry musk because I love her pine cones. Strawberry pineapple whip. I love pineapple. I really do, but this is also sweet strawberries and lemon. I feel like I have a lot of similar scents, so I'm going to pass. Strawberry Yoo-hoo is strawberry milkshake, sweet milk, and strawberries. I'm picky with strawberries, so I'm just going to pass. Summer at the Boardwalk Beach marshmallow. This has candy apples. I'm not ready for that right now, and I'm picky with apples. Sweet Girl is blackberry and sweet strawberry cotton candy. So again, just a lot of what I call kind of bakery, fruity scents. I have a ton of. Same with sweet lavender citrus. I just got a blend called Lavender Soda, I think, from Zape, which is a lavender citrus. So I'm passing. But here, next one, we stop. Tobacco flower and honey. I'm loving tobacco more and more. I love tobacco flower. I love honey. This had ginger, it had bourbon, it had vanilla. This just sounded like I needed to try this. So I'm going to try it. Then vanilla pine cones. Again, these are fantastic. And then vanilla surf is not on my list, but I might try a little bit because it's supposed to be like vanilla similar. She said, don't call it a dupe. So I'm not going to call it a dupe, but maybe the same vibe as Vanilla Waves. And it's creamy vanilla, toasted marshmallow, driftwood, and sea salt. I smelled Vanilla Waves and didn't understand the hype, but I'm curious. I'm curious about this one. So this might go on my list. Wedding toast, white cake blended with champagne toast. I'm not a big champagne person in wax. I've learned that, so I'm skipping whiskey sweet. Whiskey sweet I have from Lavender Speckles, and I haven't warmed it at all yet, so that's a skip. So that was quite a long list from Lavender and Speckles. So right now I have winter berries, coastal pine cones, sophisticated, strawberry musk, but I might make it strawberry musk with pine cones. Sweet Home Alabama, which is the pine cones and fresh bourbon, and then tobacco flower and honey. But I might add their vanilla surf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I did, that would make it 7, which kind of matches what I have with Knowles Farm Scents. So that's Lavender and Speckles. Let's go through Second and Spruce. Okay, I'm going to show my Lavender and Speckles drawer. So as you can see here, there's actually quite a bit of room. I shouldn't take that back. Not quite a bit, but I could probably, there's a space there. I could probably push these up just a little bit more. But it's full too. I mean, this is a full drawer as well for the most part. I realistically, I could probably fit like 2 bags in here. So I have no business buying Lavender and Speckles either. But I think I can make a little dent before the next pre-order arrives. And it just means I need to melt some in the month of June. along with Knowles Farm Scents and Second Spruce again, because it's just what I have the most of. And I'm going to keep my order small, again, trying. I want to order from all three vendors because I love what they're offering, but I need to keep it small and I need to keep my list, reasonable. I can't be buying 10 or 15 cents of each one because there is no room. So that's where we're at with Lavender and Speckles. We have a similar situation here with Second and Spruce. I don't know if you can tell, but it's literally, can you see the top of that? It is packed, absolutely packed. I don't have any on the floor, thank goodness, but I can't fit any more in this drawer. It's completely full. And so I should be keeping this order really, really small. Okay, now with the Second and Spruce list. I honestly was not going to order from any of them because I had so much wax. I love these three vendors, and Second and Spruce is out of the three. I kind of found it around the same time as Knowles Farm Scents, but there's been, I think, more pre-orders of or RTSs of Knowles than I have of Second and Spruce, but I have more, but it comes in larger sizes. So I'm rambling. Okay, let's start with jam and cookie dough. Raspberry jam, buttered toast, and cookie dough. I have a lot of her raspberry right now, so I'm skipping. So I'm going to be harsh. This is my thought process here. Jam and Java, love her coffee. Probably a favorite vendor when it comes to coffee, but I just have a lot of coffee, so I'm skipping. Lavender sweet is sweet lavender, vanilla cream, buttercream, sugar, cookie pie crust. Excuse me. I just had some water and I feel like I need a burp. I have a lot of sweet lavender, and I got her, I think I got 1 or 2 lavender scents from her last pre-order, so I'm going to skip. Santa's Beach Party. I still have some Santa's Beach Party from last year. I think it's a mix, might be mixed with milk and cookies, but I'm going to skip because of that. And then we have Carnival Week cupcakes, pink lemonade, lemon drop cookies, raspberry drizzle. It's got all the things. And yeah, I'm being picky with bakery, but her lemonade scents, this one I added to the list kind of as I haven't even added it yet, but this morning I was thinking of adding that one. So I think I might. Coffee with graham sounds amazing, but I'm skipping all coffee. 21, it's mango sorbet, raspberry puree, and lime margarita. Her lime margarita, I have to have it. It's kind of like, like Knowles strawberry pound cake or something like that, where it's like, if he's got it in a blend, I'm getting it for the most part until I have so much that I just can't. But her lime margarita, I love it so much. So that is on my list. Beach Party Pooper. So it's beach nights and lavender and strawberry and, sounds fantastic, but I got lots of beach nights. Up All Night, roasted pine cones, mallow fireside, Palo Santo, pink sugar, warm vanilla, sugar, and cashmere cream. This one sounds good, but I can't remember why I skipped it. I think because I have a lot of pine cone scents right now, and I was going to go for a different one, I think. Is that what I said? No. I added it to my list. Okay, so Cupcake Carnival might bump this one. Okay. Backyard Bungalow, I have this. I just got this from the last pre-order. Buttermilk, milk, and cookies. I have a number of her milk and cookie scents, and I haven't warmed any of it yet, so I'm going to skip until I can warm some more of them. Carnival Creamery is Carnival Cake Cone. It's got Summer Scoop and Waffle Cone, and I'm going to skip it just because I'm not drawn to those scents necessarily. Catching Z's. This is a new house lavender blend. It's sweet lavender and lavender sprigs, coconut milk, santal, pink sugar, cookie bomb. I know I have so much lavender, and I think I didn't add it because of that. So I'm going to skip it because I have so much lavender. Yeah, and I just got the lavender from her last pre-order, so I'm skipping. Dark Nights, fantastic blend. I love this blend, but I have a mini loaf right now that I haven't gone through, so I don't need to get it. Fried Dough, another fantastic scent. If I didn't have it, I would order it, but I have a bar of it and I haven't melted it yet, so I'm gonna wait on that one. Haunted Carnival Nights. This is Mallow Fireside Funnel Cake, Caramel Apples. So right there, I'm going to stop reading because of apples. I'm going to skip it. We're being tight here. I'm going to Paris. I have this one. Yes, I will double check. If I don't have this, I will add it. But I think I got something very similar to this on my last pre-order, right? It was called I'm Going to Paris. You know, let me just look. Let me look. Yes, I have this one. So I don't need it. Key West cake and strawberry pound cake. I just have a lot of key lime right now and strawberry pound cake, so I'm skipping. Kids in the Kitchen, same reason I'm skipping the other cereal scent from Knowles. Just I also have a full like snap bar from Harper James of Captain Crunch berries, so I'm gonna skip. Lemon Milk and Cookies. I think I was going to skip it because of the milk and cookies, but her lemon is amazing. And I kind of feel like I need to have at least one lemon, but I think I'm going to skip it. I have a lot of lemon. Yeah. And I can't keep adding to my Second Spruce list. Mermaids and Montauk. I'm going to add this to my list. It wasn't on there originally, but as I'm looking at it, I did say I was going to order this one. It was one that I missed out in the pre-order, and I don't want to miss it again. I heard so many people talking about this one, and it's different from things that I have, so that's good. Getting some different stuff is good. Rosemary mint. I think I have one wax melt with that from I might have used it up from Pharmacist Daughter. So I'm going to get that. Night Patrol, it's a coffee scent. I'm not going to get it. Ozzy Posborn Sweet Shop, it's a good one. And this is with coconut cream, but I have so much strawberry scents that I'm skipping. Same with Salad Queen Ice Cream. It's strawberry jello, cheesecake, pretzel cake. I'm going to skip because of just a lot of strawberry that I have. Then we have a couple of new blends here. Salty When Wet, salty, sea air, fresh rain, and hints of sweet berries. I'm saying yes because I'm into these rain notes. I don't have a lot of it, so I'm going to get that. Summer PJs is White Clouds, Coconut Milk, Sugared Citrus, and Ocean Mist. It's also a new blend. I'm a sucker for trying something new when I can. And the White Clouds and the Coconut Milk, I'm also getting into coconut milk. Sounds intriguing. Tea at the Grove, I was on the fence, but I'm going to skip because I have a number of tea scents. And I have a scent, this has Under the Lemon Tree, and I have a scent, I got two, I think, or one, from Teddy Bees with that similar scent note, so I'm gonna have to say no. And then Tiffany's at the Fair is Raspberry at Tiffany's. It's got the cupcakes at Tiffany's. I'm not a fan of that blend or that note, so that's a no. And then Wax Besties, it's pink chiffon, buttercream, lemon cream cake, dusting of pink sugar. Just have a lot of lemon cake scents, so I'm going to say no. And then Where There's Smoke and Palo Santo, which is by the fireplace type, Mallow Fireside, smoked vanilla, sugar cookies, and Palo Santo. Now, I did just order a by the fireplace, or I'm planning on ordering one from Knowles Farm Scents, but Erica's blend, I got a little sample of this one and it was fantastic. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to be ordering the smallest size, which I think is the mini loaf for all of these. So, and that's quite a bit of wax, and her wax goes a long way. So that's the other reason I'm really trying to keep it small. And then the Summer Lovin' mini loaf sampler. There's a few in here that I wanted, but because it's a sampler and it's 6 mini loaves, I don't have space for 6 mini loaves. I decided as much as I want, like 2 of these, I'm going to pass. So what I have for Second Spruce right now is Up All Night, but I might swap that because I'm getting a lot of roasted pine cones here. I might swap that, I'm not sure. Or I might just take it out and keep it to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then keep it to 5 cents. I might have to do that. So it'll be Salty When Wet, Summer PJs, Where There's Smoke and Palo Santo, 21, and Mermaids at Montauk. So those are the definite 5 on the list. I think I'm gonna do that. Those are the ones I'm really drawn to. I was gonna add in, Carnival. I was looking at the Carnival Week cupcakes, but I have a lot of lemon bakery. So keeping Second and Spruce to 5. I'm gonna keep it to 5. So that's totally doable. Really, really hard to do, but that's my thought process. And I may just have to skip vendors coming the next pre-order. I just may have to skip the pre-orders. I have so much fall winter scents. I have a lot of wax that I need to use up. I'm not doing fantastic on my low buy this year. I mean, I'm not doing fantastic. I'm doing okay. So I'm not mad at myself. But I will need to be on a no buy for vendor wax. I do know that Scentsy has Bring Back My Bar coming in July. But I'm going to see if I can do a no buy in June, and then do I won't do the early access kit for Scentsy, and that should help. That should help me justify this order. So I hope this was interesting. I don't know if I'm going to post this today. I don't know if I have time. This is, again, May 10th, and the pre-order is happening in a few hours. Or I may just do this before the haul comes, just for shits and giggles. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I appreciate you watching. All right, bye-bye.